And when the trees leafed out this spring, the golden delicious tree was dead as a doorknob. About a fourth of the bottom of another tree that was not looking too good. So what did I do wrong?
Okay, so going into the fall season, when trees start coloring up and they're just starting to drop their leaves, I'm a strong believer to spray them a couple times with, first of all, with copper fungicide. And for us, where we have these mild, going to mild winters, fall, a lot of the leaves, they don't want to drop. So what the copper fungicide does, it helps defoliates them. It helps them go sleepy time for the winter. And then I like to do a spray another 3 or 4 weeks thereafter. And that will kind of take any overwintering spores and things. And then you want to do a light raking up here and there for any potential inoculant. Now, the horticulture grade dormant oil or horticulture dormant spray, a lot of it years back used to be petroleum isolate, which is a oil basically. A lot of the newer ones that are formulated now is like canola oil and things like that, but they're still good. And what that does, especially on stone fruit like peaches, apricots, plums, and other apples and other, what that does is there's a lot of bad overwintering insects, particularly scale insects. And on the stone fruit, particularly, scale insect can kill a lot of these trees. So when you spray with this dormant oil, winter oil, horticulture, they go by different names, it basically covers these trees, and it suffocates. The oil suffocates, and it doesn't let them breathe. So that's the other thing. So I'm a very strong believer. Now, when these trees get huge, like pecan trees, most residential homeowners, compared to many years ago, can't really be spraying in these neighborhoods. So we kind of say leave that alone for those big trees in these tight neighborhoods. But these other ones, we can easily do that. The decline of these trees, it's hard to say. Usually y'all guys have more acidic type soils. Growing apples in most of the Texas, unless you live in the panhandle, like Lubbock area. This, Lubbock Food Bank has a beautiful apple orchard out there. Or you go west in Texas, most of us are very, very limited to grow apples here because our nighttime temperatures are extremely hot. And then there's alkali soils, which this 35 corridor is very alkali. Parent materials, limestone. So we get cotton root rot issues.
Oh, yeah.
And that disease eliminates and kills apples. So I don't think that's what killed the tree. But apples and pears particularly, you don't want to be pruning them too often and too hard. They don't like to be pruned often or hard. And we don't push those with lots of fertilizer, okay? That's very different to those two types of trees. So I don't know if that might have been.
So you can love it too much.
Yeah, I don't know if that might have caused that. And I don't know if I answered your question, Mike, but you tell me.
Actually, this year I also didn't get around to pruning them at all. So I know pruning wasn't an issue.
Okay, okay. And
you don't think the oil killed it, huh?
No, you said killed it, or you? I thought you said you did not spray the oil.
No, I didn't prune it. This was the first time I've ever sprayed the oil.
No, I don't think you did it. Now, when you on these oils, you really gotta read the instructions with the temperatures. Okay, the temperature has to hit a certain amount to be viable, but it won't burn unless it's super duper hot. It's an oil. The second thing is, what is the old saying? Oil and water don't mix. So that means when you dilute it, you got to keep agitating it, shake it, spray, shake it, spray. Because if you just get straight oil and very little water, that could be a reason if it was too hot that day and we didn't get proper or over coverage. That could be a possibility, but on older trees, that's usually not an issue.